Today I'm going to walk you through 7 best beginner AI tools to save you time and money for your business in 2025. You will be able to download this entire guide for free as well. Just check for the free download link in the video description section. Okay guys, let's start with our favorite, ChatGPT, or your all-in-one assistant. I'm sure that at some point in your life or career you've used ChatGPT. So it pretty much does everything that you can imagine. But in terms of business and freelancing, if you are in this position, it can write client emails for you, write proposals, you can brainstorm social media ideas, you can create video scripts, blog outlines, create customer service scripts, or pretty much any type of scripts that you need for your business. You can use it to translate, you can make it to you can ask it to simplify or reword the content that you're working on, maybe add your brand or your tone of voice. So ChatGPT is pretty much everything you can imagine. It can probably do it for you. So let's dive into it and let's see how it looks like. So I'm gonna head over to ChatGPT. I'm sure you've seen this dashboard many times before. So the way people in most cases use ChatGPT, they're just gonna go here and they're gonna ask something like, create a blog for me about best AI tools in 2025. So let's give it a chance. So again, here's the output. This is pretty cool. The reason why it's more dynamic than maybe your ChatGPT, because I have a lot of marketing contacts that it's learning from my past chats, because I've worked in marketing for the past few years. So there's a lot of content that it's kind of taking context from, or information, meaning like there's a lot of history that I've done with ChatGPT before. So it's kind of structuring it based on my style and the voice I've used in the past. But usually it's going to give you a very static and cold answer if you're just starting out with ChatGPT, which might not be the best thing if you are aiming for something branded, or if you're working with a client who has a specific brand voice. So to avoid that, there's something that a lot of people don't know about, which is called prompt engineering, okay? And prompt engineering is basically the input or the text right here that you give to ChatGPT. So whatever ChatGPT gives you back is going to be as good as what you ask from ChatGPT, okay? So if you're a beginner, obviously you don't know how to, in fancy ways, the way people call it these days, prompt engineering, but it's basically just the way you ask and what you ask from ChatGPT, okay? So you don't need to be an expert on it. I've added a link in this slide right here. Just click on it and it's going to take you to this website that's called Prompt Hackers. And basically you have a huge database of different prompts for ChatGPT, for any niche or pretty much any topic that you would want to work on with ChatGPT. So in our case, let's go to prompts and we'll do something like blogs, okay? And there you go, blog article writer. So we'll do that and we're gonna copy the prompt, as you can see. So the prompt is nothing fancy, it's literally just a question or input that you can ask to ChatGPT. So we're gonna copy this again. We're gonna go to ChatGPT and copy paste right here. And then we're just gonna replace this title right here with our title. And in our case, it's gonna be just right here. We'll delete this and replace it with best AI tools in 2025. And there you go. And again, now it's gonna give you a blog post that is more granular and detail oriented, something that you can actually, when you read it, it's interesting and engaging. And that is all because we are asking that ChatGPT through the prompt, right? So we're saying each article should have a captivating title and grab readers' attention. Okay, and many more requests in the prompt that are just making sure that article doesn't sound like an AI. So if we go to article and kind of take a look at it, so okay, it starts with, let's be real, AI tools are everywhere in 2025. Some are flashy, some are confusing, and a few absolute game changers. Okay, I mean that sounds pretty cool. That's something that an actual human would actually write if you would hire a freelancer in SEO, blog post, or whatever. Instead of just having some kind of static content like you would usually expect from a AI model. So that's kind of where prompt engineering comes into play. It really changes what you can get from ChatGPT, okay? It can be literally day and night. And again, it's not limited just to blog posts. There is prompts for pretty much any niche, you know, music, marketing, health, gaming, fun, education, cooking, coding, you know, like bunch of stuff really you can think of at this point. And I really strongly suggest you using that, especially if you're a beginner. As you use ChatGPT more and more, you're gonna start creating your own prompts, or you're gonna modify existing ones, and you're just gonna play around and see which one gives you the best output and which one is working out the best for your business or for the client that you're working for. So another cool feature is you can now create with ChatGPT's 4.0 model product or image mockups. They upgraded their image model, which really does amazing job. So make sure that you are on the 4.0 or 4.0 model right here. Then we're just gonna start a new chat, and I'm gonna say something, create a mockup product image for my energy drink brand called Breeze Up. There you go. Create energetic and impactful team and make it similar to other energy drink brands. Okay, there you go. And it's gonna take a second, maybe 20-30 seconds. Let's just give it a wait a bit. And there you go, just like that, in like literally 20-30 seconds, you got a whole product, a mock-up. Something like that before this whole thing with ChatGPT existed, you would need to go to Fiverr or Upwork and ask for a graphic designer to do it. And it would cost you definitely a few $100s. And now you can easily do it with ChatGPT. Again, it's not ideal end product, but it's really good to create different mock-up ideas instead of experimenting with an actual graphic designer, which can cost you a lot of money. So this way you can create, let's say, I don't know, 20-30 different mock-up ideas for a product. And then with the final one, you can go to graphic designer and tell them, hey, this is what I want. Can you just, you know, make it polished and give me the final version? Okay, this is amazing. I mean, even right now, it looks pretty good. Obviously, it's a little bit generic, but it looks pretty good for what it is. Okay, next up, I think one of the features that people don't know about, you can adjust the way ChatGPT behaves and talks to you from the bat or from the beginning. So just go to right here to the settings. Then you're gonna click on where was it? Personalization, and then customer instructions. Okay, you can even say, you can even ask ChatGPT to call you by your name. And here you can enter your niche, or what do you do for as your business or as a career, because that makes it easier for ChatGPT to give you the right answer right away. So instead of ChatGPT trying to get it out of you through every question, it will know right away. For example, if I enter something like marketing, I don't know, marketing consultant. So now every time I talk to ChatGPT, he knows, okay, this guy is in marketing, he's a marketing consultant. So I know what to give back as an answer for each of the questions, or at least I can give much better context or answer to the end user. And here, basically think of this as prompts. If you remember, we talked about what prompt is, or basically it's sort of instruction that you give to ChatGPT. So you can say something like, every answer I want to be formatted as paragraph, or make sure that each answer is cross-referenced on the web to make sure that this is the latest data, because ChatGPT can sometimes give you an outdated data. So in that case, make sure that you go to advanced and that web search is checkmarked right here. So every time you ask for a question, ChatGPT will cross-reference that on the web, making sure that you get the most accurate data up to date. That's pretty useful, especially if you're working with materials that are sensitive in terms of like being up to date and not being outdated, or if you're, for example, a developer. Okay, so if you're a developer, you know that dependencies and certain things in code come and go very fast. So it's important that if you are doing coding with ChatGPT, that it's going to give you the answer based on the latest data available for your code. Okay, that's pretty much it for ChatGPT in a very summarized and basic way, and beginner friendly, of course. Next up, we got Notion AI. So I'm sure you guys use Notion AI at some point in your life. Again, it's very similar to tools like ClickUp or Monday.com. It's sort of like a project management or task management, or really just productivity platform in a way, but they not too long ago introduced their Notion AI, meaning that you don't need to create custom templates anymore, or spend a lot of time creating templates yourself. Now Notion AI can do it pretty much for you within the Notion platform. So let's go there and kind of see how it looks like. Okay, and once you register, it's very simple. Notion offers a free plan. They give you some free credits to use their AI. I think it's more than enough to kind of test drive the platform and see if it works out for you or if you like it. So as an example, we can say something, create a agile project management template for my new web app that I'm working on. I need daily, weekly, and monthly sprints. There you go. And just like that, it's going to start building a template for you. So if you ever worked with project management tools before AI, you know how much of a pain it was to actually do this stuff manually yourself. It was time consuming and it would take a lot of time. And just like that, you have a pretty polished and clean template that's ready to go, obviously with some minor adjustments here and there, but again, you don't really need to do it yourself. If there's something that you need to change your formatting or style or how it's presented to you, just ask their AI and it's going to simply adjust and change things for you instead of you doing it manually. Again, Notion is really cool for you to streamline your whole business. You can do project management, tracking your tasks in general. You can even do, blog post outlines as well, similar to ChatGPT. But again, I feel like Notion is really the best for productivity and project management and stuff like that. So definitely check it out if you want to streamline your business or even your day-to-day stuff. If you're a freelancer or consultant, that will definitely help you out. Okay, next up we've got Grammarly. I'm sure that 90% of us have used Grammarly before the whole AI thing. It was really useful to check for grammar mistakes and spelling mistakes before we had ChatGPT. So again, a lot of you might ask, if ChatGPT can do the whole content, the grammar thing for me, why would I use Grammarly? It's a good question. But ChatGPT is a very general model. It can do grammar and it can do content, but Grammarly is really good for people who are doing content and copywriting and sending emails back and forth with clients. I believe it has integration directly with Gmail. So that really helps you to make sure that your emails are polished and don't have any major grammar mistakes. Or maybe if you want to change up content without pulling out ChatGPT or going back and forth. So Grammarly is really good with that because again, Grammarly is just focusing on, grammar and making sure that the content is properly formatted. And it's really good for content creators, for copywriters and stuff like that. Because they usually will not use ChatGPT too much for content because it would create generic content. You can use ChatGPT as a reference or as a tool to create ideas for your content. But if you're doing content and copywriting for a living, you know that the best way to come up with the most original content is to ask ChatGPT and then really rewrite it from your perspective. Then you will have the most original, content and idea coming to life. But anyways, let's take a look at Grammarly, how it looks like. Let's just head over here. And again, all the links for each of the tools we're discussing, they are included in each of the slides to make it easier for you. So again, once you register, there's a free account. You don't need to pay for it. It's totally free to start. And you're going to get some free credits for the AI, or you will need to upgrade for some pro features. But to start, it's totally free and you don't really need to pay for anything. So it looks like this. We're just using their demo content document. And essentially, so when you upload any type of content in there, it's going to tell you correctness, clarity, engagement, and delivery. Again, it's really useful for people who are more of visual learners or people who understand things more visually. Instead of ChatGPT, we're just like static data. And again, it's really good for content creators and copywriters because it gives them a visual idea of what they should be working on. Or maybe if they see, the engagement is not high enough, so then they know at least what to look for. Because if you ask ChatGPT will just go ahead and rewrite the whole content and change the whole content to something entirely different. Okay, so That's kind of the cons of ChatGPT, comparing with something like Grammarly, where it's really narrowed down on making sure that the content is what you want it to be, and making sure that it's as polished as possible for what you're aiming for. I mean, that's pretty much it for Grammarly. Yeah, there's like AI option as well. You can ask their AI to rewrite the content or maybe identify gaps in the content. You can also check for plagiarism, which is pretty cool if you are SEO blog writer or copywriter, because you definitely don't want to deliver a copy or content that's been done somewhere or that's been done before, or if your content is already, or at least, or your content is very similar to an existing content on somebody else's brand or webpage. Okay, so that's just not a good look. So Grammarly kind of comes in and helps you with that, and it's going to tell you, hey, your content is like 30-40% similar to this content right there. You know, so it's pretty cool. If you are in a content or copywriting niche, definitely check it out. Okay, next up we got Looka. Looka is basically sort of brand PR kit creation tool, right? Where it's not exactly like Canva. Canva does offer PR kits and stuff like that, but you would need to do everything manually and put it all together manually, where Looka is specifically focused on branding and creating brand kits for you. So let's see how it looks like in real life action. We're just gonna go here to the link from the slide. We're gonna log in. So we're gonna make something new. We'll choose make logo for me. We'll choose to dev software, for example. Yeah, software as a niche. Continue. This is pretty cool. It's like a reference. You just choose all the styles that you like. So I'll just go like here. This one, maybe this one, and this one. Continue. Let's go with purple, some yellow, and maybe some green. Okay. As a company name, I'll just enter Debutify. Continue. Software, tech, and code. Okay. Continue. And just like that, it gives you right away instantly generated logo ideas for you. So as a reference, I'm just gonna go with, well, too many options, I can't even choose. Okay, let's go with this one. And once you click customize, okay, you're gonna get your whole PR kit just like that. So if you don't know, if you would want to get PR kit from a graphic designer, you would go to Fiverr or Upwork, and this entire thing would cost you a good few $100s, okay? But now you can do it with Looka, and I haven't even paid for anything. As you guys saw, I just created an account, I logged in. I believe if you want to download, you need to pay for it, but I'm pretty sure it's not that expensive. So for free, we can download logo files. I mean, it's still pretty generous, I think. But if we want to download the whole thing, so it's only $20, okay? So it's a one-time payment of $20. Or if you want to do the whole PR package, it's going to be $65. Or if you want to do subscription, meaning it's not going to be one-time purchase, okay? So you can use it over and over again. If you want to create different PR ideas for your brand, it's going to be $100 a year, which is still pretty cheap because I don't think you're going to find a freelancer that's going to do a whole PR kit for $100. It's going to set you back at least a few $100 back. But if you need just one-time PR brand kit created for you, you're just going to choose the premium logo package, and you should be able to download the whole PR package directly from here. So everything you see here, so you're going to have like app preview, you're going to have business cards previews, okay, social covers. It's going to give you your color palette, like everything down to mugs and t-shirts. I mean, that's pretty neat. Honestly, for $65, your PR kit is ready to go, and you just send it to printing company if you need to print something. And yeah, that's pretty neat. So if you need the PR kit, definitely check out Looka. That's gonna make your life so much easier. Okay, next up we got Copy.ai. That's a kind of a big one. Think of it as a whole copywriting and content team all in one. Okay, so Copy.ai just focuses on generating quality content for you. Okay, it's again, if you ask me, why would I not use ChatGPT? Yes, you can, but Copy.ai has been here for a while and they are fully optimized just for quality content, blog posts, lead generation, their workflows to get you leads from LinkedIn. It's a fairly complex ecosystem, but again, we're just gonna touch on the basics and I'll explain everything in very simple terms so you can understand if it's something that you would like to use for your business. So let's go and see how it looks like. Again, it's free. You don't need to pay for it right away. They have a free tier. I think you get some free credits from them to use. So usually, as most other people use, Copy.ai is just to create blog posts and content in general. It's very similar to ChatGPT. You're just gonna basically give a prompt and tell them and tell Copy.ai what you want to do. Is it a blog post? Is it a Facebook ads copy? And it's going to do it for you. Again, it's slightly more optimized than ChatGPT because behind the scenes, Copy.ai is already pre-prompted to create quality content. Okay, so you don't need to, give as much guidance to Copy.ai as you would need to give to ChatGPT. So that's kind of the upside. But one of the strongest features that Copy.ai has, again, this is more advanced, and even if you're a beginner, don't think about it too much. Just keep it in your head that it's something that it can do in the future as you grow and as you need to look for clients. So basically, they have workflow, meaning that I can enter someone's LinkedIn profile, okay? And once I do that, Copy.ai will go to LinkedIn and it's gonna scrape or get all the data from my LinkedIn profile. Then it's gonna extract the details from there. And then it's gonna generate a summary about this person's LinkedIn profile. And you might ask, so what the hell am I gonna do with that? Okay, it's really useful because once you have the summary of this person, once you have this person's LinkedIn profile summary, you can use it to automate workflows to reach out to LinkedIn prospects or leads for you. I believe one of the platforms is called Debutify, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So this platform basically connects your LinkedIn profile and their AI is reaching out to people on LinkedIn on your behalf. Okay. So instead of you sending message to every person individually, hey, my name is Arthur and I do this and this and that. I see you are in this business niche and I've helped XYZ number of customers in similar niche. I would like to really touch base and discuss if my service would be a good fit for your business, blah, 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 stuff like that. So this does it for you. And basically you can connect Copy.ai directly to Debutify. So Copy.ai will source all the LinkedIn profiles for you and then it's going to send it to Debutify and Debutify will reach out to those people based on their profile summary that it extracted from their LinkedIn profile. So this way you get a very personalized question instead of just sending very cold outreach message on LinkedIn that most of the time will not make sense at all. Again, it's pretty cool as you grow and scale. Just keep in mind, if you think about it, okay, how can I reach way more leads on LinkedIn, or how can I reach out to way more potential customers on LinkedIn? This is the tool. So Copy.ai and Debutify. Just keep it in mind. Okay, next up we got Pictory. Pictory is basically a text to image. You can basically repurpose transcripts into engaging highlight videos or like animated videos. You can add automatic captions with some AI generated voiceovers, or you can create explainer videos without showing your face, which is pretty cool if you need to do like a bunch of demos of products and stuff like that. So let's kind of take a quick look how it looks like. So the UI is the user interface, it's super simple. Okay, you have text to video, URL to video, AI video editor, images to video, PowerPoint to video, or you can record something. Okay, so just as an example, we can use text to video, just kind of see how it looks like. And we're gonna go back to ChatGPT to ask for an actual prompt for this. Now I need to create a short summary about my product to create engaging text to video content. Okay, something like this. Okay, so we got the prompt back from ChatGPT. We're just gonna copy and paste it in here, and we'll click generate video, and let's take a look at it. Okay. I mean, obviously it's pretty raw, because the only thing we gave to Pictory AI as simple text. But again, you can adjust the images, you can adjust the the style of the images or videos that you want to use. Or if you have your product videos or pictures, you can upload it to Pictory, and it's gonna work with that. But again, the whole point is here that it puts it all together for you in just split of a few seconds. So you just bring your content, plug it into Pictory, and it's gonna essentially stitch it all together for you without you needing to be a video or photo editor expert. So it's really good again for drafts and demos. So if you need to create a product demo video or a tutorial with voiceover and stuff like that, definitely check out Pictory. Okay, next up we got ElevenLabs. You might have heard about ElevenLabs. It's pretty big and voice cloning and voice over AI niche. So what it does, you can clone your voice to create YouTube videos without either showing your face. It can be for faceless content. You can make podcast episodes on Instagram Reels with just a script. You can do some localization for your brand and translating your voice into different language by still sounding exactly like you. Or you can generate voiceovers for explainer videos, ads, or audiobooks. Okay, so you can just basically create a whole audiobook and start selling it on Amazon just like that. Let's see how it looks like. So again, UI or the user interface is super easy to use. Okay, so as an example, I have a text right here. Let's see how it sounds, just so you kind of get an idea.
If you've ever wished for an assistant that could write, brainstorm, edit, solve problems, analyze visuals, and even talk back to you, that's GP.
Okay, I mean, that's pretty cool, honestly. You can adjust, the style of the voice. You can even choose, male, female. There are like more cinematic ones, more dramatic ones, more static ones. There's a lot of options, and you can even clone your voice. Okay, so they have two options for cloning voice. They have the one that's included in their $5 per month plan, which is going to be basic cloning. And then I believe if you pay something like $8, let me just take a look if I can get the billing fast. Yeah, so if you go with $11 a month, then you're going to have the option to do the pro voice cloning, which is basically going to clone your voice in a way that is undistinguishable from your actual real voice. It's pretty crazy. But you can even start with, I believe, free account. You're just going to be limited to very little amount of free credits. But even if not, $5 a month, I think that's pretty good. And yeah, that's really useful if you're doing a lot of voiceovers or faceless content. ElevenLabs it's a must, absolutely. $5 a month investment. It's really small for what you're getting back from these guys. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. So we covered all the 7 AI tools that you can start using as a beginner. Again, if you didn't get some parts of the video or something was unclear, just reach out to me directly. I'm going to be adding my email directly on the last slide. So just shoot me an email with any questions, or let me know any type of content that you want me to cover in the future. I'll be more than happy to do that. And if you did enjoy this content, subscribe and like, and just share, and let me know in the comments if there's anything else that you want me to cover. Again, I will be more than happy to do that.